According to Education Week, this week's shooting in Wisconsin is the 39th school shooting this year that resulted in injuries or deaths. Utah leaders say they're trying to learn from states where they happened to make our own schools safer. In fact, several lawmakers just returned from Georgia. News specialist Daniel Woodruff joins us live to explain what they learned. Daniel?
Well, Deanie, that deadly school shooting that Georgia experienced happened back in September, and several members of Utah's school security task force just traveled there to try to glean some lessons. They say they learned a lot about how authorities handled that situation in Georgia, both before it happened and during.
One of the tragic things that we've learned from the Georgia case, from Appalachia High, are the mistakes that were made months before and years before. With this kid. So when there were signs that needed to be dealt with, they weren't really handled properly. They just weren't.
Representative Ryan Wilcox says it's critical to intervene before something bad happens and not let troubled individuals slip through the cracks. But Wilcox says the Georgia shooting also revealed some positive lessons, including the very short time that it took for police there to respond. Before the shooting, Georgia had just implemented a law requiring panic alarms in the classroom, and officials say that made all the difference. A law recently passed here in Utah also requires panic alarms. That same Utah law requires as well armed guardians inside schools and ballistic windows on the first floor of buildings. Schools across the state right now are going through the process of identifying their safety situation and any gaps that are between what they currently have and what the new law requires.
It shows me that schools are invested, they care, and they want their students and staff to be safe.
Now, Utah lawmakers said today that they also plan to run a bill during this upcoming legislative session, which starts in January, trying to continue to further tighten school safety across Utah and dealing in a number of areas, including as well more training, better training for first responders. Back to you.
All right, Daniel. Yeah, this has been an ongoing effort, and it will be interesting to see what they come up with this session. Thank you.